If this is gonna work. It's probably isn't gonna work. So what I'm trying to do here, just so everybody knows, what I'm trying to do right now. So what I'm trying to do. We're trying this right now, and that is that we are going live on from a desktop. So we're trying to break a bunch of things, okay? And so I can see Londa and Stacy. Okay, so far I got that coming in. Okay, so here's what I'm trying. This is a test that I'm trying to get to work, because Instagram, right? Like Instagram only works from your phone, right? Like it only works from your phone. But is there a way where we could use our desktop, right? Because sometimes like you want to be able to show a demo or just like whatever. So is there a way to do that? And then to kind of make it a little bit more interesting, what if we could also have that go to YouTube at the same time? Like that would be cool. And then, like, it's not hard to broadcast to multiple places at the same time. Like that's not as difficult. What becomes even more difficult is, can we integrate all the comments into one place? And then just so that we really break everything, what we do is we're running it through a snap filter. But I want you to think that if this does work, think of what the possibilities are. Because the problem of going to multiple platforms at the same time isn't just like you're on multiple platforms, but there's multiple conversations happening, and that becomes too much. What if we can integrate them all into the same place? And then it doesn't matter, right? Like, because if I am talking to, for example, Barbara, she just left a comment and it's from YouTube, but somebody else just left a comment on Instagram. So basically it did work, right? Yeah. So Kimberly was saying live on Instagram and YouTube at the same time. Yeah. So I'm just doing a test right now. I'm trying to break all the things. I just was added to a beta, and it'll actually ultimately be really, really simple for you guys. Like sometimes to do some of these hacks, I'm using like 4 or 5 tools to do so. In this case, once it would be set up for you, like it's just, you hit a couple of buttons. And so I'm excited about it. I actually had a great talk today with the CEO of who's has some of is putting some of this stuff together on this project, and we talked for a while about just what the challenges are and where different people are and things. And so I think this is a super cool future for you guys. So one of the things too that I'll be testing the next time, right? I'm going to test the next time is, so you guys have heard of obviously Facebook Live. Before Facebook Live, there was Periscope, which is still around. There's YouTube, which is getting the stories format, is rolling out. But there's also sometimes emerging platforms. And so for some of you, an emerging platform like TikTok, you say, I don't know what TikTok is. If you have a 16-year-old, you do. TikTok is where Instagram was maybe 3 years ago. And I think what could be good about it, again, depending on what you do, like if like some of our coaching clients, they do like music, and so for them that would be great for them. your kid probably knows about Twitch. And so, again, depending on your content, right? I left a comment to my friend Jamie. I think she's watching. I think for some of the things that she's doing and for some travel and stuff, she could reach out to that market, because where it became really big, you know, a year or two ago, you know, there were 16 and 17-year-olds that were driving it. But now they're about to go into college. And so influencing them, I think, could be really, really great. But instead of having to go on, like, I'm going on Instagram or I'm going on YouTube, or you're going to all of these separate, that's what this test is to see all at the same time. So I'm running there. And so currently I'm looking at my diagnostics here, and we have 15 people watching live on YouTube and 26 people watching live on Instagram simultaneously. I'm also seeing all of your comments also in real time, which is super cool. It also showing me, so when I was talking about to the CEO today of this project, a big thing for them is interactivity, right? And so, yeah, like, I'm a little disappointed. It's not 100%. It's not like completely broken yet. I wanted it to be a little bit broken. Why can't it break just a little bit? Just a little bit. Yeah, so it's pretty stable right now. So listen, one thing that we're getting ready for is tonight we're having an event at 9 o'clock. If you want to find it, just go to Facebook, and in the search bar, just type in #Jankuary. It's like January, but Jankuary. Also, you can go to any browser and just type in John-Erik.tv, and John-Erik.tv will bring you JOHNERIK.tv. If somebody can put that in the comments, that would be amazing. But for some of you, that's a little bit of a hint, right? A little bit of a hint is that when we talk about profile and branding, so when we're talking about profile and branding, do you kind of get the idea of, like, John-Erik.live? I can have you, like, you know, I can have you go to wherever I want you to. And so right now, John-Erik.live will bring you to our scheduled live tonight. And then I just redirect it. John-Erik.live, not John-Erik.tv. Sorry, John-Erik.tv goes to YouTube. So John-Erik, JOHNERIK.live. So again, you could get .live, .tv. And so for some of you who you are consistent, like, live streamers, and that's important for you, you know, that's what I'm getting people to understand the brand. So if you actually would go to my Facebook profile, I'm going to show you this tonight. So one of the things I'm going to show tonight at 9 o'clock Eastern is, like, how to stack your bio, but how to actually do it the right way. And you'll actually even see that John-Erik.live is in that bio. And so I'm going to show you how to do that. I'm going to show you how to link some of your social accounts. So that's a free training for everybody, and we have a big surprise. So you're going to want to watch it live. Why isn't it broken? Come on. Break already. Break all of the things. So we were also talking today about, so we should be able to shortly be able to be on, like, Twitter and Periscope. Like right now I could technically do YouTube, Instagram, TikTok, live.me, based through their API. And then I have a hack to then also route it through Facebook. I can through, like, a NDI stream. That gets a little complicated, but those four would be really easy. And then Periscope and Twitch will come out. So, like, all of a sudden, all of those are integrated in one place. So that's perfect, right? Because again, when we look at this, why not expand your base? Because then ultimately what you'll want to do, like, somebody was asking, can we do a watch party too? I'm not sure I would do a watch party. What I would do is I would take this stream. Oh, I think I'm breaking it. Oh crap, it worked still. I was getting excited. That I was breaking it. I would take this stream afterwards, right? So this will be up for 24 hours on Instagram, and it will be up like the whole time on YouTube. YouTube then allows us to put keywords in and do some edits to it, add some call to actions. I then would go and download that, and I would take maybe a piece or a best of, and that's where I would do a premiere on your Facebook watch. I would do that on your page so that it uploads, and then from your personal profile, do a watch party. So that would be probably like right now what I would do is that, go maybe on, based upon this setup, right? Is that, I could go on a half a dozen different platforms, and then, because you were asking, could you do a watch party? Watch parties aren't live. Watch party, the video already has to be done. So in your scenario, what I would do is then take a piece of it, even if it was a Facebook Live, edit it down. And so go live. Best practice is do a scheduled live and promote it. Then download it, edit it, upload it as a premiere, right? Because then now it has another view. And then be able to then do a watch party based upon that. So I think that's part of the thing is that it's kind of like what happens is you end up getting like you have this cow of content, right? And you take one piece of it and you throw all the rest of it away. And I was just talking last night on a live that I was doing for some friends that I think that's one of your guys' problems, right? Is that one of the things that is happening for many of you is like you do a live and then like it's over. And it was like, well, okay, now why didn't you take a 20-second clip and that's a Facebook story or that's an Instagram story, or, use it in other ways. Use it in other ways. So I think that's where, to answer your question, how I would probably handle that if I were you. Premiere on Facebook or YouTube, you can do both. I mean, essentially onto that feature, Premiere, there's a version of Premiere for YouTube and Facebook. I think it just depends. What I would say is that I wouldn't do anything that would, where like if you can't keep track of one, right? Like then I'm not sure I would add all these other things if you get overwhelmed, right? There's some of you that ask a million questions but you haven't gone live yet. It's kind of like you want to learn to play the piano and all you're doing is watching YouTube videos and reading books and talking to people and watching lives about playing the piano. The best way is to sit down and start playing the piano. That's how you won't get overwhelmed. What I do like about the setup that I'm testing now is that it is really simple and really easy. No special equipment, all done through a web browser. Everything is just all integrated. Somebody's saying, where do you initiate the live from? So this is kind of a bigger concept when you understand live streaming, is that live streaming is just really the idea of a protocol. It's called an RTMP server, where think of it as like a satellite, okay? Is that you have a satellite in space. If you go live on Facebook from your phone, basically what you're doing is you're sending the signal up to the satellite and it's sending it back to Facebook. But you technically could, like your satellite, right? It's not really a satellite, but I'm just saying for this example, that server right? Okay. You can send a signal, any signal to it, from your phone. I'm using a webcam with a snap filter, and then at the same time, I can then send that signal, right? So there's an upload and there's a download. So when you say, did I initiate it from Facebook? No. I'm using the what are called APIs, right? That is the ability to send a signal to Instagram, to YouTube, to all these different things. And what's important to understand is it's not just sending the signal, but it's sending the data that goes along with that signal, like your comments. So it isn't just that I'm sending a signal up to a satellite and downloading it. It has to be able to read your comments back and forth. You guys want to see the shirt of the day? No mistakes, just happy accidents. No mistakes, just happy accidents. I'm a little bit bummed, man. I'm a little bit bummed. This thing worked, and I really kind of wanted to impress the CEO and be like, dude, I broke it, and this is how I broke it, and here's how you fix it. But man, now I have to say I got it to work. I didn't want it to work the first time. I wanted to break it and then fix it. Oh, well, hey, thanks. Thanks for trying to help me break it. I appreciate the effort. Can I just rant about something? I just want to rant about something. What is the deal? Since I'm going to be talking about profile pictures and your profile tonight, man, I was on Facebook last night, and I've been following this person for a while, and I kind of know them by their profile picture. And they went live, and I was like, oh, I'm going to swipe over and like just check out a little bit of it. I thought the person got hacked. I thought they were hacked. I was like, oh, I almost was like, hey, I need to let them know their account got hacked. I'm just saying, if your profile picture is so different than what you look like in real life, where we think you got hacked, I'm just saying you might want to reconsider. You might want to reconsider. Man. Oh, cool. Live. Yeah, I looks like I broke IG. Yes. Nice. Okay. So I at least broke Instagram. Those of you that on YouTube, congratulations. You still got to see it. That allows me to now go back and check to see if the final version buffered and uploaded. So, cool. Yeah. Well, hey, thanks for helping out. Tune in tonight, 9 p.m. Eastern, John-Erik.live. Go to John-Erik.live, and we will show you all the things on how to get rid of the jank. Okay? Talk to you later, nerds.